Welcome back to the ongoing series, A Not So Brief History Of, where we dig up the past like an archaeologist. Today we're going to be continuing our look into the history of Yeezys. Now, season 2 was quite different than the prior season. Yeezy decided to have a more of a women-only focus on that release, but still included a new pair of boots that were actually not designed by Adidas. The new boots were called the Yeezy Season 2 boots in Crepe Suede, and those dropped on June 6th, 2016. To me, they're obviously designed by the 950 Duck boots, just a lot more stripped down. They're a lot more of a simplistic view compared to the Duck boots, but they do share some similarities. Plus, since it's not made by Adidas, you're gonna have to deal with the boostless shoes. Alongside the boots, there were 6 other pairs released, but they were heels. Now you got 2 strap heels, 2 sock boots, and 2 thigh-high boots. And as mentioned before, Adidas had no play or say or anything to do with any of the shoes that were released in season 2. Now, having said that, I think this was the perfect setup for the season 3 to come the next year. It just sort of built up a lot of hype and anticipation for the actual Yeezy lines that were gonna drop, or I should say the Yeezy Adidas lines that were gonna drop in the 3rd season. The only issue Kanye had was with the Turkish company that sourced the material to make those boots and the heels and everything. They claim that they weren't given the full amount due to them, so they sued Kanye for $228,000, spanning over 3 seasons, season 2, 3, and 4. I'm not actually sure about the outcome of that case, and if anybody knows, anybody watching this, send me a DM on Instagram at OFour_reviews and let me know. I'll update all of our information with that. Now, the biggest teaser for season 3 happened during the season 3 fashion show in Madison Square Garden on February 11th, 2016. But what was it that caught everybody's attention, you might ask? None other than the ever popular and my personal favorite, the Yeezy Boost 350 V2s. They are so gorgeous. These are my absolute favorite Yeezys, and I won't get into the other ones that I don't really like. The official launch of the V2s happened on the 24th of September 2016, and oh my god, did people want these. The lines waiting outside of stores, the website crashes, the insane markups for releases, the raffles, everything was primed for a massive jump into the shoe market with the 350 V2s. The first colorway to release was the Beluga. Kind of had a gunmetal gray upper, orange accent along the side, similar to this. A pull tab at the end. It's not exactly that, and I'll tell you why it's not exactly that in a second, but yeah. It essentially takes the 350s and upgrades it to a whole nother level. Accompanying the Beluga were 3 colorways, the copper, green, and red. Now, these all kind of look the same. They all had the same black upper, with the only differentiating factor being the stripe that goes along the side of it, with their respective colors, obviously. Now, those 3 colorways are important because they're considered what's called dead stock. Now, dead stock is sneakerhead lingo for extremely rare, meaning that you used to have a lot of issues trying to cop them or purchase them, but now with all the resale markets available, it shouldn't be that hard. Another colorway of the Yeezy Boost 750 dropped, called the chocolate. Now, there isn't really much of a style change compared to the previous season's Boost 750, except for the obvious, the color. It was released on October 15th, 2016, soon after the drop of the 350 V2s. Alongside the 750, I think it was just the day before, new versions of the heels that came out in season 2 were also released. The final shoe to come out that season was the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Oreo. and it's just as mouth-watering as it sounds. It's also called the black white, but I think we should just stick with Oreo. It has an all black prime knit upper with this white stripe going down the side. I mean, you can see why it's called an Oreo. All in all, this season will forever be remembered for the release of one of the most popular Yeezy Boost designs in the entirety of Yeezy collections. I mean, the 352s are some of the most popular ones, and in my opinion, they are the best. And that's it for today's episode. I hope you guys like the new style, I hope you like the new series, and I hope you like the topic we're talking about. Drop me a comment, let me know what your favorite drop of 2016 was, and be sure to follow me on Instagram at OFour_reviews. Feel free to send me a DM. We can talk shoes all day. I have no problems with that. Don't forget to subscribe, catch up on previous episodes and any of the videos I've made in the past. And be sure to tune in because we still have more episodes coming. So next video, we'll talk about the drops of 2017, and I'll see you guys then.